Hey guys, CSGO PhD, lesson number 2. Today we are gonna talk about your mental fortitude and your attitude as a teammate and as an individual. Okay, so let's talk about mental fortitude. When you are ahead, a lot of people start making mistakes. I know a lot of people, obviously, that are playing CS. Not many of them are that disciplined. And if you are not disciplined when it's easy, then you start making mistakes. You start making plays for kills, you start over-peaking, you start overextending, and sometimes it can be a little bit too much. Sometimes can cost you an important round. You can lose an expensive weapon, let's say an AVP. You can gift it to enemy team, and even though they are losing, they will probably be focused. Most of the time, players tend to focus more when they are losing than when they are winning, which means you are basically giving enemy team a chance to come back into the game if you are not focusing when you are winning. And as I said earlier, you can overextend, you can peek with your AVP, you can get headshotted by a deagle. Now the enemy team is playing 5v4. Maybe they are able to get your weapon. Now they have a weapon to work with. It's an AVP. They can maybe get a second pick on site. Now there is only one player there. They are able to acquire a site. They are able to plant the bomb. Out of sudden, they have a round. They are able to buy again because they had big lost bonus. They were able to save your orb, and maybe they are able to slowly come back into the game. So, how to avoid this? Always keep in mind that even if the game is easy and maybe the position you are holding is really boring, you need to stay focused, you need to be disciplined. Some of the best players in the game are the best because they have amazing trigger discipline. They know when to be disciplined, they know when to explode, they know when something needs to be held. For example, sometimes I like anchoring sites, but a lot of time this means that I'm gonna sit on a site by myself doing nothing. I'm just gonna be waiting round after round after round while all of my teammates get the kills on other parts of the map. If I wasn't disciplined, I would start pushing. I would start, let's say I'm holding B ups on Mirage. Maybe I would buy an op, because I have the money for it, because we won 10 rounds. Then I would get bored, because no one is coming to my side. I see my teammates are winning a lot of fights, I see that the game is easy. What can happen, right? So I push the apartments. Oh, what? They just rushed with 5 pistols. I'm pushing against them in close quarters with an AWP. Well, I'm dead. Now they got the site, they got the AWP, they got the plant. Well, they can win this round. Now they won the round. They got their positive mentality back on track. They now have that spark that they can still turn the game. The next round I am not able to afford another AVP. And now, not only I was punished, but my whole team was punished, and I gave a chance for the enemy team to win. So, in general, if you want to win more games, if you want to have 16-0 games instead of 16-14 games, stay focused, don't give enemy team the chance to turn back, and be disciplined. Now, second part, playing 100% on your losses. It kinda ties to the first part. If you give up, then the game is lost. However, what I say in my games, the game is never lost, until one team has 16 rounds. Why would I say after 3 lost rounds that the game is lost? The game is not lost. We have at least 13 more rounds to play, even if we were to lose 16-0. The game is never lost, and every new round is new opportunity to turn the game. And as the game goes on, as I said in the previous part, a lot of enemies are not that disciplined. They cannot be as focused, and maybe they will start making mistakes, and maybe that will lead into them ruining their economy. And that is your chance to turn the game. However, if you want to turn the game, then you have to play 100% on your losses. It is well known that people learn more from losses than from wins. So even if you weren't able to win, you would still learn so much from that loss, especially if you play to the best of your ability. It kinda ties with your psychology, with your mentality as well. I feel personally much better when I lose, but I know that I gave it all I could. So, for example, I deal with my losses really well. I don't really have problem to overcome my losses, because I know that in all my games I play on 100%. If I know that I gave the game all I could, if I played my best, if I did everything that was in my ability, and I still lost, then yeah, maybe I still lost, but I know that I did everything I could to win. And that kinda helps me to not be mad, to understand that, okay, some games are not meant to win. However, I gave it all I had, and if I feel like I could do more, then, well, I have this perfect opportunity to go watch the demo and learn what could I do better. If I feel like I did everything and yet it was not enough, then that's the opportunity for me to learn, to become better player. You will learn the most from your losses. Last part of mental fortitude is mental reset between rounds and or between maps. So, as I said, every round is new opportunity. Every round is new chance for me to do something. So why should I still bring things from the last round, from the round that does not matter anymore? On start of every round, just tell to yourself, okay, this is what I have now. I have to work with what I have right now. I have some money, maybe it's not the most. I have a situation here, we have some problems. Work with what you have and make sure to not bring anything from last games, from last rounds into your current round, because all that matters in that moment is this one game, is this one round. That's all that matters. Talking about past games in this game, talking about past rounds in this round doesn't help. You are not gonna fix the mistake that happened last round if you are gonna talk about it this round. Instead, if you are not able to reset yourself or your team, you are gonna focus less on what you are doing right now, and it's gonna hurt you even more. So that round, that one round that maybe you lost, that one game that maybe you lost, it could be just one game if you are able to mentally reset yourself and go on and move on. However, if you keep like being focused on that lost round, on that lost game, and if you are anxious about because of it, if you are tilted, if you are angry at someone or at the round, then it's gonna affect all the upcoming rounds, all the upcoming games, and it's gonna cost you even more. So my recommendation: pause the game, take deep breath. Between games, go for a walk, take a shower, go make yourself something to eat. Just step away from the computer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And or, as I said, if it is in the game, take a pause. If you feel like your team or you really need to take a minute off, then do it. You have a lot of pauses at your disposal. In Face It games there are 4 pauses, I think. It's a lot. Use them, it will help you. Hey guys, I am really sorry I